Okay, good. So the students were relaxed and quiet. That's good, for sure. And coaching. Um, are you are you? It might be Google Hangouts. I can't hear you. Um, if you leave class and come right back in, that usually helps. So hopefully that works out. And Julieta, how's it going?
Yes, he's doing well, thank you. He's going well.
Nice. That's good to hear. Um, and Julieta, what are you gonna do tomorrow?
Tomorrow I have a flight. I will come back home.
Oh wow, okay. So you're flying back home tomorrow. How was your stay in southern Italy?
Great.
Okay.
I
What was
was
the best thing
thinking
you
to not go back.
did? You're
I
thinking about not going back?
unfortunately I have to. Uh, yes, I was great. It was great. I went to different cities. I met friends, and yeah, that.
Very cool. Did you go to the with me, the cliffs?
Sorry.
Did that place? You showed me a picture that you said you really like as a beach in Italy.
Yes, yes, there. But of
Nice,
course, it was winter.
nice. And Leo, how's it going? Can you talk? No. Okay. Hold on one second. Sorry. Emilio, I'm not sure why I can't hear you. Um, hmm. Maybe my internet's slow too. Um, Emilio, if you maybe try to leave and come right back, that again helps sometimes. Sometimes it takes a couple tries. Um, hopefully it works for you. Sajad, how's it going? If you try to leave class and come back, maybe, uh, or fiddle with your microphone. I'm not really sure what's up. Um, okay. Hmm. Man, not sure what's up with my internet either. Hold on one second. I'm gonna come right back too. Just give me a second.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's hope this works a little bit better. Um, it looks like everybody's kind of in and out. Um, let's try to get started on today's lesson. And let's start with Adela. Can you read the title and the next few lines?
Okay. The news. Today we will practice conjugating verbs, read comics, read and discuss new stories. and I lost. Sorry, I lost the Sajad. Uh, I can't. I can't. And practice role plays.
Okay,
Oh.
good. Nice. Let's go here. Sajad, are you there? Hmm. Okay, Sajad, I still can't hear you. I think your connection might be a little bit slow. So yeah, just keep trying to speak. Adela, can you ask Julieta the first question?
Yes. Julieta, do you watch the news? Why or why not? Why or why not?
No, I don't watch the news. I prefer to read. No, I prefer to read the news. But I think it is because I don't watch TV that much.
Yeah. Good. Nice. Yeah, I don't really watch the news either. Okay, Aldona, welcome to class. Aldona, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Hello,
Nice.
teacher. Hello, class.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, and Julieta, can you ask Adela the next question?
Adela, do you prefer watching the news or reading the news? Why?
Both, but I watch the news because it's the same time I have a lunch or a dinner. Is in the same time. But normally I read the news in a newspaper or internet. But in Spain we have a problem with the Google News. It's not possible to have.
Really?
Yes, we have a problem 1 month ago because we have attacks on the a canon to the newspaper and need to pay Google. Google say no, don't have news as as a Google. It's necessary to have another way. But that was very comfortable, not to have the news. But
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. Both, but I watch the news. Maybe I watch the news at the same
okay,
time that I have
a lunch, yes,
just
or a
lunch or
dinner.
dinner. Can you read that first sentence one more time?
Yes, um, both, but I watch the news at the same time that I have lunch or dinner.
Yeah.
It okay.
Yeah. Okay, but that's really good. Nice job. And Adela, can you ask Aldona the next question?
Donna, what news story are you following now?
Um, bueno, I watched what happened in Spain right now with the political party que se what's name? Podemos?
Podemos.
Sí.
Yes.
Okay, nice. Maybe we'd say with the political party called Podemos.
Mhm.
And I am watching.
Watch. Mhm.
So even though it's not happening right now, it's what you are doing. It's the story you're following. So I'm watching the story. Yeah. So generally we'd use a progressive there. You could even say I have been watching, so the present perfect progressive. Um, but both would be correct. And okay, can you fill us in? What's happening with Podemos?
Um, it's a party that wants to make better life in Spain. There is a struggle for guarantee with a better life to the Spaniards.
They're struggling to guarantee. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. And Sergey, welcome to class. How's it going?
So good, thank you.
Good. So good. Maybe we wouldn't say so. It just sounds a little bit. It's going really well, or really good. Again, good is not grammatically correct, but really common.
Okay, so I prefer to say I feel good, just good, not bad.
Good. Okay, nice. And Sergey, are you following any news stories right now?
So I'd like to watch political news. I'd like to watch them and read them both.
I like to watch and read.
Watch and read at the same time. I mean, I'd like to watching and reading.
Yeah, that's the same. I like to watch and to read political news. It'll be the same. So the infinitive kind of carries over with the and. So I like to watch and read political news. It's not at the same time, it's just in general. So hopefully that makes sense. Okay. Are you following?
Sorry, will it be correct when I'm saying I'd like neither watch nor reading news?
Yeah, I neither like to watch nor read. It's a little bit formal. But yeah, that would work as well, Sergey.
Okay, what will be the next question?
Well, if you don't like to watch political news, I was just gonna ask if you were following anything specific, any news stories specifically.
Specifically, I don't understand what means following something.
So if you're following a news story, you're paying attention to a story that's happening in the world right now.
So as I live in Russia, there's a big war beside our border. So I'm following this kind of news now.
Good. Okay, so you're following the conflict in Ukraine right now. Okay,
Yes.
Emilio, welcome back. How's it going, Emilio?
I'm fine. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay, that's fine. Perfect.
Yeah, perfect. Emilio, where are you from?
I'm from Spain. I'm living in Madrid.
Nice. Good to meet you, Emilio.
Thank you.
And we've also got Samfun. Samfun, how's it going?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, good to hear. Samfun, I think it's been a long time since I've had you in class.
Yeah.
Yeah, how have you been?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, good.
But
you could say. Yeah. Go on.
But just busy. So I have enjoyed in the class. Hello.
Hi.
Yeah.
Okay. And Jose, how's it going, Jose?
Hello, Joshua. Fine. Thanks for asking. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. Okay. And good. Let's go on to the next page. Let's have Sampan. Can you read the title and the words here?
Yeah. Correspondent. Correspondent.
Yeah, all the words?
Yeah, okay. Feature breaking news. Tabloid. Plagiarize. Journalist. Editorial. Yellow journalism. Columnist.
Good. Okay, plagiarize.
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 Plagiarize. Plagiarize.
Play.
Play.
Jur.
Pleasure.
Eyes.
Plagiarize.
Yeah, plagiarize.
Plagiarize.
Close. Yeah, we just want to emphasize the beginning here. So plagiarize.
Plagiarize. Plagiarize.
Yeah, try to get these two a little bit closer too. Plagiarize.
Plagiarize.
There you go. That sounded better. Plagiarize. Good. And then breaking. Get that R sound. Breaking.
Breaking. Breaking.
Nice. Breaking. Good.
Breaking. Yes.
Okay. Any questions on this page? Does anybody have any questions?
What
mean?
Sorry.
Either one.
What mean of plagiarize?
Okay. This is good. How would we reword this sentence? So this question, we need to change how it's asked. Can anybody tell us how to ask this question?
What's the meaning of plagiarize?
Yeah, that works. Plagiarize. Does anybody have a simpler way of asking that?
To copy.
Yeah.
What
Something
does
someone has right.
Someone
Sorry.
has written.
Written.
Yeah. And so another way of asking this is, what does plagiarize mean? Sampan, can you ask that one more time?
What's that plagiarize mean?
Yeah, what does plagiarize mean? Good.
What does plagiarize mean?
Yeah, and it's to copy something that someone has written. Okay, and any other questions?
What about columnist?
Okay. Who can tell us what a columnist is? Does anyone know?
I think it's a journalist who writes with a fixed period of time, a column. A column. I mean, they have a fixed space every day or every weekend in the same place of the newspaper or.
Yeah.
I know even only one example of this. For example, when someone dies. Is it right?
That's a obituary. So obituaries are not columns. A columnist will write about something similar every week. So you could have a political columnist who writes about politics every week. Generally, it's more opinion. You could have like a columnist who writes about love or answers questions. things like that. So columnists, yeah, have a fixed space in the newspaper every day or every weekend in the same spot.
Or the same author, the same contexts. Is it right?
Yeah, the same. It's the same writer, the same context. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions here?
What does tabloid mean?
Okay. What's a tabloid? Does anybody know?
I think it's a newspaper.
Yeah. So it's a newspaper. A newspaper. What kind of newspaper?
It is a newspaper half a size, no?
Yeah, a small newspaper.
Yes.
I would say that they are less serious than the usual newspapers.
Yeah.
I mean, they are looking for more impacting news than the regular newspapers.
More sensationalistic news, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So generally, tabloids are considered less serious. They also often talk about gossip. They, yeah. To
So-
be.
I'm sorry. When we talk about tabloid, we consider yellow journalism. Is it right?
Sometimes, yeah. It's yellower journalism. Yellow journalism's it's a heavy criticism. So yellow journalism is like, it's more known to be lies, false, slander, stuff like that. But yes, you're right. It's generally more like yellow journalism than anything else. But yeah, tabloid itself just means it's the style of newspaper. And even more serious newspapers are turning into tabloids, at least the tabloid format. But the word carries a lot of weight, and so generally when people talk about tabloids, they're talking about less serious newspapers, gossip magazines, and things like that. Hopefully that makes sense. Any other questions?
Euro journalism. Now, what's
Yellow
that
journalism?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe, Adela, can you explain what yellow journalism is?
It's an extreme type of newspaper to gossip, to about news, sometimes not true, but have more impact on the people. I think it's a bad newspaper.
Yeah. Yellow journalism would be bad journalism. So if you have a false story that you publish, a story that is harmful to somebody, things like that would be yellow journalism. So lies, slander, libel, stuff like that. Hopefully that answers your question. Any other questions here?
I'm sorry, I don't know. Can we say kind instead of type?
Pardon?
For example, the format or the letter sentence in extreme kind of newspaper will be correct.
An extreme type of newspaper?
An extreme kind of newspaper, will it be?
Yeah. An extreme kind or type? Yeah, either would work.
And sounds good for American people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, kind, for sure. That would sound good to Americans. All right. Any other questions?
What's that feature mean?
Okay. So, Julieta, what's a feature?
feature, it's a type of article about a theme, and it is characterized by length.
Characterize by length. Yeah. So generally they're longer features. It's a main article. But a thing or a person, for sure. Really good. Any other questions?
I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're saying for sure. What does it mean?
Type.
For sure?
Yes, for sure.
Definitely. It's like, it's saying yes. Of course. Without a doubt. Those are all for sure. Does that make sense?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, good. I'm glad. Okay, does anybody have any other questions?
Let's go further.
What is correspondent?
Yes, it's
Okay, somebody's trying to speak, it sounds like, but I can't hear you. I think your connection might be a little bit slow.
I think everybody can't.
Yeah. Okay, so any last questions here? Okay, let's do some reading. And let's start with Emilio. Can you read the title and this first part?
Okay. Daily scheme. Vaccinations. Yesterday.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Sajad. Sajad, I think
At last, I have solved my problem, my connection problem.
Nice. Okay, I'm glad to hear that. How's it going, Sajad?
It's going good. How about you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Okay, and yeah, Emilio, can you start one more time with vaccinations?
Yes, sure. Daily scheme vaccinations. Yesterday, the CDC said that a measles outbreak that began late last year is getting worse.
Good. Okay. Let's have Jose. Can you read the next paragraph?
Okay. The outbreak started at Disneyland, and more than 100 people in at least 14 US states have been infected. Refresher, measles is a contagious disease that the US thought it got rid of 50 years ago, thanks to an effective vaccination program. But in recent years, a small but growing number of US families have chosen not to give their kids to measles vaccine, among others. This outbreak has now put a bigger spotlight on the debate about vaccines in the USA.
Okay, good. Vaccines
Vaccines
and vaccination.
Vaccination. Vaccines and vaccination.
Vaccination. Okay. Yeah, I think that. Contagious.
Contagious. Contagious. Contagious. Contagious.
Okay. And good. Let's have Sajad. Can you read this next part?
What does the get that shot away from me side say? That parents have the right to choose whether or not to vaccinate their kids? Yesterday, Government Crystal Orange got in on the debate, saying that he's vaccinated his children, but thinks the government needs to recognize that parents should have some say in making that choice?
Good. Okay. Governor is GOV. Governor.
Governor. I thought it's government.
Yeah. I think that would be government. But good. Probably close. And this is. Does anybody know what RNJ stands for? Does anybody know what that stands for?
I guess that NJ is New Jersey.
NJ is New Jersey.
I guess that. Maybe he's the governor of New Jersey.
Yep. And what's the R stand for? Think about the political parties in the United States.
Republican.
Republican.
Republican. And Democrats.
Yep. Perfect. Good. And does anybody have any questions on this page?
Yes, I don't understand clearly the last title. What does the get a sort away from me side say?
Okay, so it's kind of slang, but what does the... It's like saying, what does side A say about this issue? So, get that shot away from me is the title of one party in the debate.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions? Okay, let's go here.
I'm sorry. So there are always two sides.
They're not always two sides. In this case, we have two sides. So we're going to go into the second side right now. Does anybody have any other questions on that page? Okay. Let's have...
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that contagious mean?
What does contagious mean?
Yeah, what that contagious. Yeah.
Yeah, contagious. Good.
Contagious.
Good. Who knows what contagious means?
Okay.
Does anybody know?
Yes, in this example, it's a disease which can be transferred by contact or through the air to another person.
Yeah. Disease that can be transferred by contact or through the air to another person. Perfect. Okay. And any other questions? Okay. Let's read the next part, and let's have Jose. Can you read this first part?
Yes. What does the I love such side say? Such side say?
Yeah, that's a tough one to say, isn't it? Okay.
That measles outbreaks are preventable, so they should be prevented. Not calling this a debate over vaccines is wrong, since they are proven to be safe and effective, and that unvaccinated kids put people at risk. President Obama, the CDC, and the late author Roald Dahl are in this camp.
Good. Okay. Unvaccinated.
Unvaccinated.
And should.
Should. Unvaccinated.
Okay. And let's have some fun. Can you read this last part?
Yeah. Disclaimer: This outbreak has made everyone turn their attention to a highly divisive debate in the US that's not just about public health, but whether or not government should play a bigger role in these kinds of family decisions.
Good. Okay. Nicely done. Maybe divisive.
Divisive.
Yeah, so it's divisive. One more?
Divisive.
Yeah, divisive. Just make sure.
Divisive.
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 Sergey, what do you think about this? The idea of vaccinations, forced vaccinations, required vaccinations. What's your opinion?
Here in Russia, we have the same dilemma. Many mothers in our country decided not to vaccinate their children. And I have no children yet, but I will prefer to vaccinate him or her in the future.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Nice. Adela, what about you? What's your opinion on this whole thing?
I think there are or there is a problem because, for example, the vaccination in USA or in Europe, I think don't have any problem. It's isolate cases, but I now in Islamic in Islamic country they have very problems. Doctors without borders to put vaccines to the children because they don't have the Muslim or the maybe they don't like to put the vaccine. That for me was a problem. It's a problem in the future. Will be a problem.
That will be?
This population.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so maybe in the US.
Integrist, yes. I don't know
Okay.
the new party.
Okay. Yeah. I think some good points. Yeah, definitely dangerous not to have people vaccinated around you. Emilio, what about you? What's your opinion here?
Okay, as long as other people could be affected, I think that the central authorities should provide the vaccines and control the process.
Okay, good. And control the process. Good.
I'm in the I love shots side.
Yeah, love shots side. Me too. Okay, good. I think we're good. Julieta, do you have anything to add?
Yes, perhaps about information. Perhaps if you do information about that, people are not scared.
Okay, if you provide information, that people won't be scared. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, for sure. So maybe could you elaborate on what you think should happen?
They will be more they will know about pro and cons, and they could choose Oh man, I don't remember the word. Consciously?
Yeah, consciously. Or they could get vaccinations willingly.
Mhm.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, it's hard to force people to do things that they don't want to do.
Yeah.
So educating people is probably the best route. Okay, good. Yeah, really nicely done. Okay, and any other questions? Does anybody else have any other questions here? Or comments or anything they'd like to add?
What does the scheme mean?
So the skim is actually probably be good for you guys. It's a news thing, news source that sends emails with current stories in like that are really brief. A brief structure, I guess you could say. So they write short little pieces like this about current events, and they send you emails every weekday with the news in a brief, generally kind of funny sort of way. And so this is an example of, yeah, that site. Does that answer your question?
I think so.
Yeah, so it's a website. If that helps. Okay, any other questions or comments or anything here? Okay. And we can skip this. Come on, sorry, hold on. Can skip that too. Let's look at this and let's have Emilio. Can you read this quotation?
Yes. Journalism is printing what someone else does not want. Oh.
Sorry.
Someone else does not want printed. Everything else is public relations. George Orwell.
Good. Really nice reading. Jose, what do you think this means?
I think that the work of the journalism is that the inform about the news of the world.
Inform. Maybe we'd have the object the public.
Yes.
About the news.
The public about the news of the world. To inform the public about the news of the world.
So the work of the journalist is to inform the public about the news of the world. This is good. Sergey, what's he saying is the difference between a journalist and a PR person, public relations person?
Very interesting question. Let me see. I think journalism have now go they journalists usually wants to inform people. That is all. So PR process means to I don't know how to public relations person is about. I'm sorry. is about to provide some information about particular person or certain person, no, which is right. Persons, governments, they usually wants not even to inform people. They want people to do something after all.
Okay, I think they look to inform people. Inform people about the person, government, or organization that they work for. Yeah, maybe Adela, can you be a little bit more specific about the difference between a journalist and a public relations person?
A public relation person, I think, only need to relate with the other people in a country, but the journalist need to have good story, interesting story to write. Sometimes these stories are not good for the government, the local governments. They have a lot of problem in some country, no, some very autocratic countries. I think a public relation need to have a left hand, a quality to move in the in high stuff, but not to have to do something against the country, more or less. I don't can explain. Sorry.
Yeah, people in PR wouldn't do something against the interests of a company or country or something like that. So they wouldn't do anything against the interest of the people they're working for. I guess, Emilio, what's the saying about journalism? You know, what's he trying to say that journalists should do?
Sorry, could you repeat, please?
Yeah, hold on. What's he saying journalists should do?
Okay, the duty of a journalist is to inform the people in general, to inform about the sport if they are sport journalists, or about politics, international affairs. It's just to inform. I mean, the key is the content of the information.
Okay, yeah. As far as George Orwell is concerned, though, what's the duty of a journalist? So yeah, the duty of a journalist is to inform the people.
Okay, I understand.
So that's the duty of a PR person too. So public relations people are supposed to inform the public about something. What's the difference? What's he saying the difference is?
Okay, for me, in the case of the journalist, the most important thing is the content of the information. With the PR people, the key is the link within other people. I mean, let me put one example. Paris Hilton, for instance, I think she's a good PR lady because she's able to establish good relationship with people. She knows a lot of things. But I don't think she is very well informed about the global problems. That's what I say, that for me, the relationship in the case of the PR people is more important than the content.
Okay. Okay, yeah. Julieta, can you add anything to that? What's he saying the duty is?
That
Julieta?
sometimes, yes,
Yeah.
sometimes doing a public relation could be brown nosery. I don't know if it exists. Flattery.
Yeah, brown nosing is probably not the nicest term that you want to use. Flattery. Yeah, brown nosing is just a little bit crude, so you wouldn't want to use that too much in in any nice circles that you're moving in. Okay, good. Yeah, yeah. I think he's saying that journalists should be publishing things that other people don't want published. They should get those stories that aren't public relations stories, so they shouldn't publish just things that other people want them to publish because it's news. So their interests should be the opposite interests of companies or governments or anything like that. So they should be publishing secrets, generally. Okay. But this is good. Does anybody have any questions or comments here? Of the father. Jose, are you there?
Yes. Hello, Joshua.
Hi. Can you, Jose?
Yes, I don't listen properly. I don't
Okay.
listen.
Can you read the role of the father?
Read the role. I don't see anything.
Me too.
Really? Okay. Hold on 1 second. How about now? Can you see it now?
No.
We are on George Orwell page.
Okay. Odd. Okay. Well, give me a second. Maybe I'll leave and come back. And so hold on 1 second. Hey, sorry guys. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Still loading. So, I guess maybe Sergey, what are you gonna do for the rest of the day?
So I will try to practice my speaking skills, it is my weakest part of learning English.
Okay, it's my biggest weakness in English.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. And yeah, so Jose, can you read the comic?
Yes, comics, conspiracy theories. These ludicrous conspiracy theories are just a smoky screen to hide the incredible truth.
Yeah, good. And so, Emilio, what's happening? Can you explain this?
Okay, I guess that they are reading a very strange story, so strange that cannot be true, and they are guessing that there is something even stronger behind the news the piece of news they are reading.
Yeah, exactly. So they're saying, yeah, there's maybe other conspiracy theories behind it. Yeah, Adela or Julieta, can you explain as well in your own words?
Yes, they are thinking that conspiracy theory is a way to hide.
The real conspiracies?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, are a way to hide real conspiracies.
Yes.
Which is kind of funny. It's, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Unfortunately, we are out of time. Thanks for coming in, guys. It was lovely having you in class. And hopefully I'll see you again soon.
Bye bye. Take
Thank
care.
you. Bye, everyone.